Well, we could have just into the newsroom. Our U.S. regulators are now allowing mixing of COVID-19 shots for boosters and clear Moderna and J&J doses. WMER2 News' Abby Isaacs joins us from Baltimore to explain the impact.
It's good news for the people who got the least effective single-dose Johnson & Johnson vaccine, because not only is the CDC committee considering the 2 remaining COVID-19 vaccine boosters, but mixing and matching them as well.
We need to stay vigilant.
On average, over 1,000 people are dying a day from COVID-19 in the U.S.
It's such a big number, and it's been going on for so long. Some of us have become kind of numb to that number, but 1,000 families are losing a loved one every single day.
While the risk of death is much higher for unvaccinated people, the death of former Secretary of State Colin Powell highlighted that it's not unheard of for a fully vaccinated person to succumb to the illness. Loyola University Maryland's Dr. Christopher Thompson says that's why it's so important to get more people vaccinated and to keep up your own immunity. Booster shots have been found as a safe way to do that.
Getting a pretty significant increase in the number of antibodies, or the amount of antibodies that people are producing. And this is especially true for the Johnson & Johnson vaccine, which was the single-dose vaccine. So we're seeing a great amount of improvement there.
Several million Americans have already gotten a Pfizer booster, and tomorrow a CDC panel will issue guidelines for the other 2 COVID vaccines. Last week, an FDA panel put out its own recommendations. For the use of Moderna, the recommendations were similar to Pfizer's, but the panel made a different choice for Johnson & Johnson, recommending it for everyone who got the single shot at least 2 months after the first dose. The CDC committee will also consider mixing and matching booster brands. A study that hasn't yet been peer-reviewed found mixing and matching tends to produce a better immune response, especially for Johnson & Johnson recipients.
It looks like mixing with one of the mRNA vaccines gives immensely better protection. And so it might be that people are recommended, if you got the J&J vaccine, that you now get an mRNA vaccine as a booster.
The booster recommendations won't be official until after the CDC's director affirms who should get them and when. In Baltimore, Abby Isaacs, WMAR2 News.